Hello everybody, I'm Burningacidx. Welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. I have a cold, so I'm very sorry if I sound more annoying than I usually do. I can't really do much about it, so I'm very sorry about it. So we are in the vehicle assembly building to take a look at a project undertaken by Sherlock and Herlock. They are creating a Kerbal capital ship, and it's gonna be consisting of less parts than the first one, because that was a laggy piece of shit. Well, not really a laggy piece of shit, but it was pretty damn laggy. So it's not done yet. Sherlock and Herlock need to do a lot more designing and tweaking of the vessel, and then eventually it'll be done and it'll be assembled in orbit, and it's gonna be great. But that'll be for a different time. So we are here on our tracking station, and we can actually see it's here for day 22. So a lot of time since the last time has actually passed, and that's pretty good, because otherwise we would have spent a lot of time in time warp today. But if we take a look, we can see we have 2 more flights in progress. We have a rover going to Juna, and it's actually kind of spazzy. I don't know why it does that, but it is going to Juna. We may have to do some adjustments, but it is going to Juna. And we also have a rover with a very brave Kerbal that's going to Eve, and it's going to land on Eve. And one day, someday, we will actually be able to bring him back, but that's going to be a while, I think, I don't know. But he is going to Eve and going to land there and going to see what the atmosphere and the clouds and stuff like that is like. So this will arrive in 111 days. This will arrive in 120 days. Our rover going to Urania will arrive 211 days. Okay, that's plenty of time. So before we go into time warp and get this rover to Juna, we actually need to do something else, because we have received a transmission from Jebediah, who is currently piloting the big ultra mega patent Hymen spaceship. He is telling us that the guys in the Kaiser system need to go and land on the moon with the oceans and the islands, like the Septillion Islands, loads and loads of islands. We will not be landing on an island, I think, with some luck. Well, hopefully we will land on the mainland, because I think that's going to be ideal. Does it have an atmosphere? Obviously it has an atmosphere. So I guess that's what we will be doing right now. Productivity mode is now enabled. Hello everybody, I'm Post Commentary Guy. How are you all doing? That's pretty great to hear. If you didn't answer me, then this is really awkward. So, yeah, I said we were gonna go to that weird moon with the islands and the ocean, and we will, but we've discovered that it's actually going to take us 12 days to get to that location. So, after executing his burn, we will be switching to a different vessel, and we will be undertaking different stuff, and that's actually gonna be pretty damn fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. We'll be shooting loads of stuff in loads of different directions, and loads of things will explode, not gonna lie. Stuff is going to explode, it's not the best. So we have an encounter with the moon plan, and that's absolutely what we wanted. And we are now fearless, and we are actually setting up a landing. And I'm actually going to set the parachutes to deploy, well, 3 of them, the 3 big parachutes to deploy at 5,000 meters height, and at a minimum atmospheric pressure of 0.01. And I thought everything was gonna be fine, but it turns out everything is not going to be fine, as we will soon see it, because we are going in for a descent. I can't say a landing. We are going in for a crash. It's not the best, actually. I was counting on the parachutes to open, but I'm pretty sure we didn't achieve an atmospheric pressure of 0.01, so we ended up slamming into the ground. It's not the best, not gonna lie, it's not the best. So we are going down, and no parachutes, nothing happened. I wasn't too happy about that. We ended up going back to quick load, and fortunately we have quick loads, otherwise we'd be screwed pretty much. I'm gonna lie, if we didn't have quick loads, we wouldn't get anywhere. We would only get lucky every so often, and that's not the best. So, quick loading, I approve. I totally approve. So once again, we are trying to go in for a landing. I did not jettison the big tank just yet, because I wanted to get my velocity down, and I just decided not to go with parachutes at all. I figured if I knew about it then I could deal with it, and I will be attempting to, but turns out it's pretty damn hilly. It's pretty damn goddamn hilly on Fearless. As we already kind of knew, we already kind of knew that it was pretty damn hilly, but I tried to fly over to a different location for a landing. It doesn't quite work out. You might be thinking I'm wasting way too much fuel. Yes, that's correct. I am actually wasting way too much fuel. We exploded. It's not the best. So, this time we will be doing it differently. This time we will actually be going in for a landing on the lower side of the mountain range? I'm not too sure. But we will be going in for a lower landing, so we will be going in deeper into the atmosphere. So we should possibly be able to achieve the atmospheric pressure that we were required. With some luck, hopefully. Nothing is guaranteed. This Kerbal Space Program, everything can explode out of nowhere. That's no joke. Everything can explode out of nowhere. But fortunately, it didn't happen. We're going down quite fast actually, burning quite hard now because we were going pretty damn quick. It's not the best. And there we have it. We have touched down on Fearless. And the science we are getting is kind of ridiculous. It's pretty damn good science. And we are now repacking our chutes. It's already been done. Extending the ladders because the guy fell on his face pretty damn hard. So I kind of forgot the guy's name. So I had to get him out. He had to tell Dunbury his name. It's not the best, right? No? I didn't think it was. But there we have it. Now, what we need to do is just simply land a rover right next to it. Easy, right? Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna land it right freaking next to it, or maybe even on top of it. Possibly on top of it? That wouldn't actually be too great now, would it? Well, we will be attempting to land as close as possible, but mistakes might be made, and they might not be made. We will see shortly. Yeah, we will see shortly. So I'm currently setting all the parachutes to deploy at 5,000 meters, and hopefully they will, and hopefully everything will go right. We are executing loads of burns. We are currently going through the upper atmosphere of Fearless, so we are not really slowing down just yet. We are slowing down now, because that's because we went deeper into the atmosphere. So I have to keep adjusting our thrust and our velocity because of the atmosphere trying to pull us down. It's not the best, not gonna lie, it's not the best. But we can deal with it, it's not really that much of a problem. So we are getting kind of close to our interplanetary vessel, so ooh, that's not too great. We are way too close already when I started burning, so we're gonna overshoot it ever so slightly. But that's fine, I mean this is a rover, it can drive. That's freaking fantastic. We can simply drive over to the interplanetary vessel with it. We're gonna make a start on driving, but I decided I'm going to do that off camera because, I don't know, it seemed kinda silly. Every time I start driving forward, it nearly flips over because of the ridiculous weights of the tanks. We will be refueling our interplanetary vessel with the fuel from the rovers, so that's pretty damn great, right? That's why we are bringing it over to the interplanetary vessel. So now we are finally gonna go to that weird moon with all the islands and all the oceans, and it's gonna be pretty great. We're gonna do some crazy discoveries, and currently I'm just refueling our atomic rocket motors because at the time of this design I didn't have any fuel lines. I don't know why I didn't put any fuel lines in, because now I have to do it all manually, but that's not a big deal actually, not gonna lie, that's no big deal. So we are going in for a periapsis of about 300,000 meters, and it's pretty high actually, it's not too low. And we are currently burning retrograde to actually get us into an orbit around this crazy son of a gun. And good times will be had, absolutely. Crazy discoveries will be made. So currently setting up a maneuver node to actually get us down to one of the big land masses. And that's pretty vital, getting to the land mass and not landing in the ocean, because if we land in the ocean, we will never be leaving, I think, unless possibly... Can Kerbal swim? I don't know. Can Kerbal swim? That's a very good question. I have actually no goddamn idea. I need to check it out sometime. Holy shit. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so... okay, getting distracted here, it's not the best. So, currently we can actually see the surface, like, really clearly. And it's, like a... Kerbin, actually, not gonna lie, it's pretty much like Kerbin. It's also gonna be the same as Kerbin in terms of science. We will barely be getting any science at all from this place. It's not the best. Not the best at all, but that's not a big deal, actually. Science is no real big problem, because we've mostly researched the entire tree, except for the 1000 research thingies, and we will be getting those shortly. Well, once the guys from Fearless get home, they have got so much science, it's absolutely crazy. So, as you can see, there's trees over here, so I guess that means there's actually ExtraKerbin life here. No? Maybe? Absolutely. There's trees, so there's life. Holy shit. We have made a crazy discovery here today. But unfortunately, the vessel doesn't have any antennas. So, we will not be able to transmit that knowledge back to Kerbin. So Kerbin will only know if Bill and Bob ever make it back, and I'm not sure if they can make it back, because it's a really thick atmosphere on that moon. It's just about as thick as the one on Kerbin, and that's pretty ridiculous for a moon with such little gravity. I mean, it's only got like 30% of Kerbin's gravity, so it's quite strange how it can have such an atmosphere. So currently we are on our vessel, our rover, going to Juna, and we will be getting it into orbit, and that's it. We won't be doing anything else with it today. We will simply get it into orbit, and good times will be had by the one guy in the command pod, and actually we can simply circularize right here. We don't even have to go to our periapsis, we can circularize our orbit right here. And the guy, he intends to do so. So there we go, we have an orbit. It's a really crazy orbit, and a lot of tweaking needs to be done to fix it, but it's fine. We're gonna be fine doing that. We have loads of fuel. We still have 8,000 meters per second of delta V. This is crazy. And I just wanted to go to the Eve rover and see how close it was. And I figured, oh, it's close enough. Let's go and do it. So we are going for Eve. This guy is going to land on Eve, and he is very brave, but also very stupid, because he won't be coming back for a long time, if he ever will come back, because Eve is quite a bastard. Eve has a lot of gravity and a very fucking thick atmosphere, and that's not the best. So we're going back to our Juna vessel. For some reason it put me back on the Eve one, but we are going back to our Juna vessel to fix our orbit, because we are very inclined and very, very eccentric. So just a relative short burn will fix it, and there we go. We have done it. So I will now be taking my leave. So look at this, guys, we have actually discovered ExtraKerbin life. Maybe not any sentient beings, but we have discovered trees on this weird moon with a weird name. I think it was like CZF30? I don't know. But it's still pretty damn cool. I mean, there's trees, there's freaking life. That's amazing, right? We also managed to land 2 vessels on Fearless, quite a ways apart from each other. There's 15 kilometers in between. First time we were actually trying to land a bit high, and the atmospheric pressure didn't seem to be adequate for the parachutes to open, so that didn't help. So eventually we ended up landing on the low ground. We currently also have a rover going in orbit around Eve. Next time we will be landing the sucker on Eve, if I can find a spot that is actually land, because Eve's atmosphere and clouds actually obscure the surface, so it's kind of hard to tell where there's surface and where there's water, or whatever the liquid is. And last but not least, we also have a rover going in orbit around Juno. We need to land this near our Juno System Interplanetary Vessel. And what I also need to do is figure out where this horrendous lag is coming from. This entire recording session was recorded at about 6 frames per second, so that's absolutely goddamn awful. Next time we will also be encountering Urania with our low-grav rover. It's actually kind of stupid that the big ultra mega patent time spaceship is still gonna be on its way for quite some time. These guys will also arrive quite soon at Jewel. It's gonna be pretty glorious. The idea with the guys going to Jewel was that they will be landing on Lathe. And I think that's gonna be pretty good. I think we will be doing that next time. I'm not entirely sure. Depends on how much I get done. So we did manage to get quite a bit done in this episode, and that's absolutely fantastic. So next time is gonna be even better, I bet, because we will actually be arriving at the Urania system, and I've wanted to go there for so freaking long that it's gonna be absolutely the best. Also, if you guys have any suggestions whatsoever about places to go or things to do, specific things, I don't know, I have no idea, then please do let me know in the comments. It's always appreciated. It's really great. So, until next time, I've been Burning Acid. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.